So what's next? His brow furrowed further, and he looked at me with troubled eyes. I had a nasty feeling I knew what he was going to say next, and felt a brief, nervous tremor. He sighed heavily. I'll have to file a report with the Brethren. Damn it. Up until now, for at least as long as I'd been old enough to be aware of how the pack was run, any reports John had sent to the Brethren had been after any otherworldly messes had already been cleared up, and the details had been purely informative and retrospective. In other words, requiring no further action. This reeked of a mess that was about to begin instead, and for me that spelled danger, especially if the Brethren are going to gallop on down to save us. I eyeballed John with a mixture of hope and skepticism. Really? We can deal with death and destruction without them. Unfortunately, his voice was flat. No. Something on this kind of scale is something they need to know about. Will they come here? Do I need to leave? I asked quietly, curling my nails painfully into my palms. He didn't pause before answering, which I suppose was slightly reassuring. I shouldn't think you'll need to. Even if they arrive with a delegation to see our little pack, we can mask you well enough. Of course, as long as you're not in a position where you'd be expected to shift. Julia's been improving the lotion since the Brummy delegation were here last autumn. With that on, even the Lord Alpha himself won't be able to smell a hint of your humanity. I felt an immense wave of relief. As far as I was concerned, this was my home, even if the Brethren would strongly disagree, and probably summarily execute me for daring to think otherwise. Because I was human, and humans were not permitted to even know about the Brethren or the mere existence of shapeshifters, let alone live with them for 17 years. As for the lotion, shifters have an animalistic sense of smell. The first time another pack's members had visited us, years before when I was just a kid, Julia had set to work creating the potion that now, on occasion, we used to hide my all-too-human scent. She'd been getting better and better at it. Fortunately, the fact that I spent all my time with my pack meant that the worst of my so-called human stench was already covered by sheer transference, while the lotion did all the rest. I had been meaning to ask what was in it for years, but had always thought better of it. Sometimes ignorance was bliss. John looked at me steadily. I won't let you be put in any danger. I forced a laugh. I can look after myself, more than most shifters can.